The shelter just emailed me with a very disturbing story. They have a dog. She was confiscated from her previous family for serious neglect. Apparently, animal control was called, and when they got to the house, they found her tied up in the backyard. No food, no water, and on top of it, it was a hot day out.
In addition to neglect, 1.5-year-old Charlotte was suffering from an injured eye and a serious leg injury, possibly the result of being hit by a car.
All the nerves and tendons have been severed, and it never healed correctly. It never got any medical attention. And because of this, it had to be amputated. People often look at a special needs dog as a price tag, and so it turns them off. They simply do not want a dog like this. So her days are not just down to hours at this point, they're down to minutes. And if I don't get this girl out of there right now, she might not make it to see tomorrow.
Upon arriving at the shelter, Brandon sees the physical effects of Charlotte's neglect firsthand.
First second I met Charlotte at the shelter, it instantly broke my heart. This dog is still in the dawn of her life, and she's been through unimaginable suffering. So from this point on, it's my mission to make sure she gets the second chance she deserves.
Because of Charlotte's delicate condition, her red collar initiation and her meet and greet with the pack will have to wait. Instead, the next few weeks will take the form of rest and rehabilitation.
Right now, the most important thing is to get Charlotte healthy, but finding her the right home, that's just as important.
Few owners are willing to take on the responsibility of a special needs dog. But for Avery Manders, the plight of special needs dogs has become a driving force in her life.
My dog George is partially paralyzed. When he was 1, he was hit by a car and left on the side of the road. He was in foster care for 2.5 years because nobody wanted a dog that had special needs, and that's what brought us together.
Though Avery is allowed to bring George to work, she has noticed a spike in his separation anxiety whenever she leaves him home alone.
I will come home and sometimes there's trash everywhere, and I just thought to myself, he needs a companion while I'm gone, but also I think a third addition to the family would be absolutely more than perfect.
Avery's one criteria: a dog with special needs.
After having one special needs dog, I really can't go back. It's become a passion for me. George means the world to me. He has changed everything, and this is why I want to save another special needs dog.
Over the next few weeks, Charlotte continues her recovery.
Day after day, all she's done is sleep and eat and sleep. She hasn't been mobile because I haven't even allowed her to be mobile. And suddenly today, she picks her head up, and I knew today was the day.
Though there will be many challenges in the weeks and months to come, today's step is the most crucial. It's the day she'll test her new body for the first time.
Charlotte has no idea what's happened to her. In her old body, she had a leg that she could slightly depend on. Even though it was dead, she would use it as a crutch. And all that is about to change right now.
Take it one step at a time. Okay, just get used to it. Just find your balance.
As I'm sitting there holding her, I can feel her body wobbling left and right.
Find your balance, there you go.
And suddenly it starts to stabilize. This is the first step in the process. She's understanding balance. And just like that,
Take a step, there you go, good, good, good.
she takes that first step.
Easy, don't fall, I know it's tricky.
And then a second step.
There you go, good, good.
And then a third.
There you go, good, good, there you go.
With every step, Charlotte builds speed and confidence.
There you go, good, easy, good.
And that can only mean one thing. She's finally ready for training.
Here, try it on. There you go. How's that feel?
What Charlotte just did was the most difficult step, literally. But she still has a long way to go.
All right, come on. Let's get to work.
Now it's time for another rite of passage. Meeting the Lucky Dog Pack.
There you go, say hi, it's okay.
One by one, each lucky dog greets the new girl on the block.
Go easy.
But playtime will need to wait until another day.
You're not ready for that yet. Not right now.
Completing her transition from patient to student starts with an assessment.
Today I'll be doing Charlotte's assessment of her knowledge of the 7 common commands, which are sit, stay, down, come, off, heel, and no. This is going to be really interesting right now because I know she's a very sweet dog, but coming from her situation, I'll be shocked if this dog knows anything. So the first thing I ask her to do is sit. Can you sit? Can you sit? Oh my gosh, can you? Wow. All right. I will definitely take that. Can you go down?
One by one, Brandon tests each of the commands.
Go down? Yeah, it's okay. Sure, I'm not going to fault you for that one. No.
And though Charlotte lacks knowledge of most,
Now, can you stay?
there is one she's more
stay?
than eager to show off.
Come here. Come on, Charlotte. Come on, Charlotte. Come here, come here. There you go. Good. Charlotte spent most of her life with an injured leg. It's almost like you have a big, heavy suitcase strapped to your arm. Now she has this newfound freedom. She's literally lightened her load.
Well, you love the fact that you can run again, huh? Feels good, right?
But this freedom comes with a potential for injury.
Charlotte basically has to relearn how to walk again with her new body.
You gotta learn to slow it down. You're gonna hurt yourself.
She has to learn that when you take it too far, there are penalties to pay.
And understanding those limitations starts with control.
The way I'll be doing this is with a double leash lock-off.
Here, I'm gonna hook you up like that.
From there, I lock a leash up to the harness and strap it to the wall. That is now an anchor leash. And I clip a front leash to her collar. It's time to teach her a few things.
Here, remember this?
Look at control, control, control. Slow it down. When I see her calm and steady and stable, I reward her with a treat. You calm? Good, good, good. There you go. Being calm is exactly what I want. Easy does it. Perfect. There you go.
Look at you, like a real pro has been doing her whole life.
Perfect. Good. Everything Charlotte showed me today shows massive potential with her.
Easy, right?
But we have a long way to go.
Charlotte may have only 3 legs, but this determined little lady isn't missing a step. To ensure she doesn't push her new body too far, Brandon kicks off her obedience training with a very important command, the heel.
The way I'll be teaching her the heel command is with a lure stick.
All right, it's very simple.
I take a treat and put it at the end of the lure stick. Now it lures the dog into a position.
See it? There you go. Easy, easy. Watch this.
The lure stick accomplishes 2 goals. Number 1, it saves my back a world of pain. And number 2, it does exactly what it says. I can lure the dog slowly, and as she starts walking with me, I simply reward her for walking my speed.
Easy. Good, good, good. There you go. Good. Baby steps.
Over and over, we worked on this until eventually I could put the lure stick away because she's now been conditioned to walking my speed.
And we turn with a heel. Perfect. There we go. That's what I want to see. Perfect. Come on. Good, good, good. Come on, there you go.
While Charlotte earns some downtime, Brandon schedules a home visit with potential mom, Avery, and her dog, George.
So tell me about this little one. What's the story?
When he was 1, he was hit by a car and he is from his waist down paralyzed. For 2.5 years, he was in foster care and nobody wanted him. And a little over a year ago, I saw him on the internet and couldn't resist.
Tell me about your experience with special needs dogs. Is this your first one?
This is my first one. The dogs that I had growing up, nothing was wrong with them. They were all normal. So for this was definitely different for me. It was a different realm for sure.
And how's your experience with him been so far?
To me, it's not a challenge anymore. It's just everyday life.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy.
So why suddenly now? Why do you want a dog?
Whenever I leave him by himself, he just gets so anxious and he'll have anxiety attacks. And when I was back home in New York with my other dog and we had them there to calm him down, we never had that.
That's actually one of the best kept secrets in the dog world. A lot of people have dogs that have separation anxiety, and one of the easiest ways to solve that is just bring another dog in the home. Let me ask you something. You already have one special needs dog. Why would you want a second one?
My experience with him has been so unbelievably life-changing that I can't see myself having a normal dog. I know for a fact that there are so many other special needs dogs out there that need homes, and I know that I can't take every single special needs dog in, but at least I can take one more. And for me, That's what helps me sleep at night. Having another special needs dog along with George will be a daunting task. However, I know for a fact that I will be able to overcome it, and I will be able to spoil them both immensely.
I did rescue a dog recently. Obviously, she has special needs. She just had a surgery removing not only her leg, but she's also missing an eye. Until she's fully healed and she's fully trained, obviously, I can't pass her over to you.
That sounds absolutely perfect to me, and I honestly cannot wait to meet this dog.
I'll be the first to admit that I'm actually really protective of Charlotte. Not only because she's a special needs dog, but she's a very special dog. And I'm trying to find her the perfect family, no matter how long that takes. And to be honest, I think I just have.
Mastering the common commands is a challenge for any dog. But for dogs missing a limb like Charlotte, the commands can often require additional adjustment, especially in the case of the down.
This is a very tricky command because when dogs lie down, they need all four legs to slowly lower themselves. Well, because of Charlotte's condition, she has to learn to adjust her leg in the middle. This takes a lot more coordination, a lot more balance, and a lot more strength. Give me a down.
To teach this, Brandon utilizes a double leash lock-off, as well as a soft pad for Charlotte's safety.
And as she starts going down, I use the leash to slowly guide her down. Give me a down. Give me a down. Cool, that's a down, perfect. What I'm seeing out of her at this point is she's actually learning to adjust. She learns that's where her leverage is, that's where her balance is, and she starts lowering herself. Give me a down, perfect, good, nice. So over and over, we work on the technique. Give me a down. And slowly but surely, she starts adjusting her leg a little more in the middle each time. Good, look at that, perfect, good.
Over the next few weeks, Brandon coaches Charlotte through each of the 7 commands and prepares her for life in her new body, building her balance.
Good girl, stay there. Stay there, good. All right, come on.
And acclimating her to everyday obstacles like hills
Easy does it.
and stairs.
One step at a time. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. There you go.
Before long, this determined little lady gets the hang of it.
Charlotte, she's come a long way. She's had to relearn everything she's ever known in her life. But there's still something missing in her life that she's most likely never gotten to do. She was tied up in a backyard her entire life, severely neglected. No companionship, no friendship, no love. But now, that's all about to change.
After 2 months of healing and building confidence on 3 legs, Charlotte is finally ready for her official Lucky Dog welcome.
Here, today's the day. Come on. Go play. You earned it. I release her in the training yard and watch her play with a pack of dogs, most likely for the first time in her entire life. Seeing her run around on her new body, playing with these other dogs, it was really great to see because honestly, I didn't know if I could ever get her to this point. I let her finish having fun, and then I'd seen enough. Come here, let's pull this off. Yeah, I know. You like that color? Well, guess what? You get to wear it. Now, come on, you got a family waiting for you.
Now, after months of rehabilitation and hard work, the little dog that could takes the final step in her journey, joining a family that will love and treat her with the respect she deserves.
Avery was out on a walk with George, and when they both came back to the front of their building, they were greeted with quite the surprise. I got someone here who wants to meet you.
Oh my goodness. The first moment that I saw Charlotte, it was like a hole in my heart now is full that I didn't even know was there.
I think she likes you.
I think she does too. I knew for a fact that it was the right match, 100%.
George, this is Charlotte. Yeah, this is your sister.
Watching George and Charlotte get along was phenomenal. To me, it just couldn't have been a more perfect match. It really made me realize right then and there that this was my new family, and it was an amazing feeling. Honestly, this is probably the greatest surprise that I've ever had in my entire life. Can't even believe that this is real.
Think you could take it from here?
I think so, yeah.
She's all yours. Come here, let me say goodbye. Come here. Oh, come here. Huh? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know, I'll miss that. Saying goodbye to Charlotte was tough. I'm gonna definitely miss those. But after seeing them all together, I knew she was in good hands. Take care of her.
I absolutely will.
So long, Charlotte.
Often weighing in at close to 80 pounds, Belgian Tervurens are strong, loyal dogs. And Brandon can't wait to get a glimpse of his newest student.
Is that you? That is you. Belgian Tervuren, really?
Though Spirit may not be the Tervuren that Brandon expected, his charm is irresistible.
You are a cute little thing. Here. You can say hi. There you go. There you go. It's a nice warm welcome. You're a good host. Let's say you and I go for a little drive. Thank you. Okay, oh yeah, that made you feel good, huh? You like the sound of that, huh?
Back at the ranch, Spirit caps off his busy day with a red training collar
I have a little training to do.
and an introduction to the pack.
Morning, morning.
All right, guys. This one's had it rough lately.
Go easy on him. Go on, Spirit. Go on, make friends.
Welcome to the Lucky Dog Ranch.
Streetwise Spirit wastes no time fitting in, and that easygoing temperament could strike the right chord with a loving new family.
I'm Gigi. I live in Sierra Madre with my 2 boys, my husband, and our cat. My husband and I have a small business. He does music, I do hair.
But sustaining a harmonious home life comes with its own set of challenges, particularly for 14-year-old Drake and 11-year-old Miles.
Drake has autism, and that can impact his relationship with his brother. We have the cat, Indigo, which kind of belongs to Drake at this point, and Miles feels left out a lot.
Miles has always wanted a companion. He's been talking about it, as he claims, for 6 years, and he seems to be up to the task.
Having heard about Brandon, Gigi reached out.
I feel like Brandon is very familiar with autism, which is really important to us. I feel like he would be perfect to rescue and train a dog for our family.
But before any training can be done, Brandon needs to get a clearer picture of Spirit's skill set.
Today I'll be doing Spirit's assessment of his knowledge of the 7 common commands, which are sit, stay, down, come, off, heel, and no.
Come here.
So the first thing I asked him to do was sit.
Do you sit? Do you sit? Hold on. I asked for a sit, not a stand. Perfect. That's a sit. I'll take that as a kind of you know sit. How about a down?
Not surprisingly, Spirit lacks a firm grasp of obedience, largely due to his life on the streets.
Yeah, you were almost there. Not quite. How about a no? No, no. Do you stay? Do you stay? Yeah. That'll be a no. And you are a jumper.
So now I have a good foundation of what he knows. It's time to get to work.
As Spirit embraces his training, Brandon amps up the search for a forever home.
Today I'll be doing a home visit of the Hutchinsons to see if they're a good match for Spirit. When I pulled up, they happened to be at the park right across the street from their house.
How are you? How are you? It's good to see you.
Good. Hey, guys.
Hey,
I'm Brandon. How are you?
good.
You excited for a dog?
Yes.
Yeah? Is that a big yeah or a little yeah?
Big.
Big yeah. All right. Well, go on, keep playing catch. I'm going to talk to your parents alone over here for a few minutes, all right?
Okay.
You want to go sit?
Yeah, sure.
So tell me a little about yourselves. What's going on?
Gigi's a hairdresser, and I'm a songwriter and a music teacher. Kind of a little rock and roll family.
We have a small business, so that's going well.
So why suddenly now do you want a dog?
Our older son, Drake, has autism, and he has this cat that's kind of his little therapy animal. And Miles kind of needs a companion that he can feel close to, and he's just gravitated towards dogs that our friends have.
How is the cat with dogs?
We have had friends bring dogs over. He's curious. If the dog tries to bother him or get in his space, he'll let him know. I've seen him smack. I've never seen claws.
So the cat will let the dog know in a very civil manner.
I think so.
Okay, good. You mentioned you had a business. A lot of people, they love taking their dogs to work. Is this something you plan on doing?
We would love to have him be a part of our business, hang out, kind of be like a little mascot.
This sometimes sounds better on paper than it is in reality. And the bottom line is, if Spirit doesn't like this work environment, it's the wrong match.
I have recently rescued a dog that sounds like he fits the profile of everything you're looking for. However, before I can even continue, I'm gonna have to not only see your house, but also your business.
After a quick home check, Brandon and Gigi head into town to tour the family business.
So this is Joe's part of our business.
And the hair salon is next door?
Next door.
Let's go see it.
Okay. This is the salon portion of our business.
On an average day, how many people are in here?
I keep pretty busy, you know. I have a lot of clients that I've had for years.
After seeing the salon and knowing exactly what they want, it gives me a good game plan.
But a question mark still hangs over Spirit's placement.
If I start testing him and training him through all this, and I don't see that tail wagging, it's the wrong family.
Excuse me.
Ever since Spirit got here, it's pretty apparent that he does not have much experience inside of a house. I found him on the coffee table, on the bar top. Somehow he got in the bathroom sink. He ended up in the bathtub, in the shower.
And the survival skills that served him so well on the street now pose new dangers.
Hey, what's that? Hey, come here. Trash cans can be a huge hazard to a dog. There can be things in that trash can that can get your dog sick, possibly worse.
Particularly in the Hutchinson salon.
So this is a bad habit that's got to be trained out of his system today.
That means souring his taste for dumpster diving.
Most dogs cannot stand the taste of lemons, so I take a lemon and cut it into wedges. From there, I put Spirit face to face with the trash can, and then I take the lemon and squeeze a very little bit in his mouth.
You can't be doing that. That's a no.
What this does, it creates a bad taste in his mouth, and instantly he connects it to the trash can.
Tastes icky, right? You can't be doing that.
The next step in the process is to take a full lemon and rub the peel on the outside of the trash can. Now he's gonna make the connection next time he gets near the trash can.
I'll give you a choice. This or that. You choose. Wise choice, my friend.
Having passed Garbage 101, Brandon tests Spirit in other areas.
Today I'll be testing Spirit's tolerance of the unpredictability of not only autistic kids, but kids in general.
Just one sign of aggression is enough to fail this test.
If a dog is not tolerant to kids, it's the wrong dog for kids, period.
No surprise, laid-back Spirit passes with flying colors. But his biggest and furriest test awaits.
Since Spirit is going to a house that's gonna have a cat in it, obviously I have to test him with a cat. So today I'll be testing him with a cat that I know is not only safe with dogs, she's very experienced with dogs.
I have a dog here. You do realize that, right? Hold on. One step at a time. You're a bold cat. I know you just want to play. You gotta learn some etiquette, though.
I'm seeing no aggression from Spirit. Spirit is only curious at this point. So I decide to let Spirit go and see what he does.
Here, go say hi.
Learn cat etiquette. Spirit goes right up to the cat and they go nose to nose for a split second and nothing really happens. Spirit actually backs up because he has this new animal in front of him. He doesn't even know what to make of it.
Yeah. Smart. That's called a warning.
At that point, the cat jumped off the couch, and from there, Spirit followed the cat.
What do you think? Go say hi.
Spirit has to learn that cats have something called personal space. And if you invade that personal space, the cat will let it be known.
Go on, learn your lessons. That was a warning, my friend.
Spirit actually heeded the warning. He actually backed off, and that right there was all I needed to see.
Take that as the easiest lesson you'll ever learn.
When I met with the Hutchinsons, they expressed a lot of interest in bringing Spirit to work with them. And the work happens to be a hair salon.
Not only will Spirit need a comfort level around the elements of a salon, but he'll also need a firm set of professional manners.
He can't be jumping on everyone's lap. He can't be by the front door. He has to have an area that's his. Come here. Look at. Get in there.
The solution? Teaching him to lie down in a Mutt Nation bed provided by sponsor PetMate.
There, get comfy. You'll be spending a lot of time in there. There you go.
All I'm doing here is rewarding him over and over in the bed, teaching him that this is the area he does get the treats.
Spirit doesn't take much convincing.
Now that I see he's comfortable and content in the bed, it's time to bring the elements of the salon in the mix.
All that's gonna happen is this. Good. See, watch. Makes a different noise when you shave something. Good. And then we sweep the hair up like that. A little more hair, like that. Perfect, good, perfect. Good, there you go, good. It's gonna go on for a long time, too. Remember this? Good, perfect.
Through it all, Spirit remains unfazed, and more importantly, content in his own bed.
There you go. It's easy, right? It's easy.
For 8.5 months, Spirit endured a solitary life on the streets. Today, his long journey comes to an end at the doorstep of a loving family.
Hey there.
Hi.
Mind if a little friend joins you?
Oh. Hey guys. It was so awesome to see him, and just he's the perfect dog.
There's your family.
Oh, welcome home, Spirit.
Oh my goodness, Spirit is just so sweet. When Brandon brought him in and he was just giving us kisses. It was just an amazing moment.
It was really cool how Spirit, loved me. Like, he just plopped right into my arms and he started just kissing me on the face.
Just to see Miles be speechless, that was cool. Words could not express.
I also loved how happy Drake was for his brother.
And Miles finally got his dog. I
know. That was so pure.
What do you boys think? Take that as a yeah, you like him. Huh? You notice the color of his collar? Yeah, that means we still have a little more work to do. I know he's gonna be spending a lot of time next door, so what I'd like to do is be a fly on the wall. I'm gonna observe, and if I like what I see, he's all yours.
Sounds good.
All right. I sat in the salon for the better part of the afternoon watching Spirit, seeing what he does, seeing how he reacts. Spirit really didn't care. He was content in his bed most of the time.
Not only was Spirit very well behaved, he was like, he was falling asleep. It was so cute.
And after the last cut of the day, there's only one thing left to do.
Here, put that one on. There you go, like that.
Yeah.
There you go.
It feels really great. It's like kind of a new beginning for our family.
Oh.
Is that your goodbye? Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Now go to your family.
Spirit. Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you, Brandon.
Thanks, Brandon.
Little did Spirit know, his hard-knock life on the streets was just a training ground for great things to come. And now, for many years ahead, the only streets Spirit will be walking on are the ones in his own neighborhood, surrounded by his family.
And one excited little boy.
I want to say thank you to Brandon because he helped me get a dog. And I have a couple of dog jokes for Spirit, and here's one. Why did the snowman name his dog Frost? Because Frost bites. What did wild dogs eat in the forest?
What?
Bark.
From hopeless to a home, that's my mission. One dog at a time.